Bonjour! So today is day 7 of the tools and tips for high stress and anxiety management around that virus which is around the world. So today I would like to talk about vicarious trauma, compassion fatigue, and introduce you to a tool which is called EFT, as known as Emotional Freedom Technique or tapping. So first of all, the compassion fatigue. This is the fact that people who care for others, people who look after other people, and that can be in a personal situation or a professional situation. So in personal situation, it can be the parents for their children, or it can be the children for their own parents. In a professional setting, it can be psychologists, all the therapists, doctors, nurses, all the people who have to work with other people who are in need at a point in their life. And so compassion fatigue and vicarious trauma are when you work with people who are less strong at this moment of their life and may feel anxiety and high stress, because this is what we're talking about now. They take on board the emotions of the others, okay? So plus their own emotions, plus your own anxiety and your own distress, you're taking on board the anxiety and the distress of someone else. So you're just piling up different layers, because it can be of one child, of a second child, of your partner, of your parents, plus yours. So instead of having only yours to deal with, you're piling up with others as well. And as emotions are very contagious, the good emotions and the less easy emotions, then not only you're taking on board other people's emotions, but you're giving or spreading or sharing the good and the less good emotions, the helpful and less helpful emotions. When we are talking about anxiety and distress, this is something that is better to avoid. First, to take on board the others, and second, to give back to others. Okay? So for this, primary thing is look after yourself first. Hence, all those tips I'm sharing for about a week now. Practice them, use them, check the one you prefer or those you prefer, and practice them every single day, and why not several times per day. Give yourself that opportunity, give yourself that space, because if within yourself you feel more at peace and better, then you will be more protected not to take on board other people's stress and distress and anxiety, and you will not add to other people's emotions and uneasy emotions, giving them and sharing them without even willing to do it, but your own distress and your own anxiety. Okay, so this is what we call compassion fatigue, when you take on board the other people's emotion and you have not learned, or you are not practicing the fact that you protect yourself from that, and the fact that you do not manage your own distress and your own anxiety. So again, practice those different tools. Okay, very highly important for your own well-being and for the well-being of the people you're living with or you're in contact with. Okay, because even in the phone, it's the same. FaceTime, whatever mean you're using, it's exactly the same. Okay, contagion of the emotions do not need face-to-face at all. More powerful than a virus. So the tool today is EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique, or tapping. This is, maybe you've heard of it, maybe not. I will not do an extensive explanation about it. It is the use of the frame of the traditional Chinese medicine, using the concept of meridians of energy and tapping into them in certain points, which are the entrance and the exit of main meridian of energy. Okay, I'm not going any further than that for the explanation. If you want to know more, please contact me. But for today, it's really mainly about showing you so you can use it. Okay? Don't forget that there is a webinar coming up. I have to set up a date when we will be able to practice much more the tools that I am sharing. Okay? So EFT, first you decide on what you want to work. And it's going to be anxiety. I'm going to take anxiety as a whole. The more precise you are, the more powerful it's going to be. But let's work generally on anxiety for today. This is just showing you. Then you have to set up a sentence, which is, even though I have this anxiety, I do love and accept myself unconditionally. Okay? Or even though I have this anxiety, I do love and accept myself anyway. Okay, this is the sentence you're going to say. Then the different points I'm going to do to show them to you, but first I'm showing them without speaking. So the first point is what we call the karate point, because it's a karate chop. So here, and when you tap with 3 fingers like that. You're sure you're not missing on a point. You don't need to tap hard, you just need to tap gently. Okay, so this is with the karate chop point that you do the whole sentence. You say the whole sentence, like, even though I have anxiety, I do love and accept myself with no condition. When you say that, you connect, you think, you visualize your anxiety. So it can be just a feeling that you are having. It can be maybe a pressure on your chest, maybe pain on your shoulders. It can come as a color. For some people, anxiety is blue. For some people, it's going to be another color. It can be a shape, or it can be just the word anxiety that you see. It can be a specific situation when you have felt that an anxiety. Okay, whatever anxiety represents, however it is represented in your own mind, your world, you connect with that. Okay, and again, it can be a color, it can be a shape, it can be a situation, it can be the word anxiety. It doesn't matter, it has to be anxiety for you. Okay, so even though I have anxiety, I do love and accept myself anyway. And then you have different points when you will just repeat either the word anxiety or the color or the shape or the situation. Okay, and the different points will be on the top of the head, beginning of the eyebrow, end of the eyebrow, under the eye, under the nose, chin, collarbone, under the arm, pit, wrist. And then I do it simple like that. There is no confusion. You tap on the side of each nail with each finger, and you repeat anxiety, or you see the shape, or you see the color, or you see the situation. Okay, yes, it can be either left or right, or it can be both. You can tap either left or right or both. Okay, doesn't matter. Let's do it together once, and then use it. Please do use it. Personally, it's my morning routine. My EFT is part of my morning routine, so you can do that. Honestly, it will take 1-2 minutes, maybe not more, and that's it. And don't try to understand, don't try to think. If you want to know more, go on the internet, contact me. You'll have all the information you need. If you want to have good websites to go and seek information, please ask me. Okay, because you have a lot of different, well, you have different schools. Okay, so even though I have this anxiety, I do love and accept myself anyway. This anxiety I'm having, my anxiety, that pressure on my chest, I can't breathe properly, this anxiety, that shape, that green, whatever color you're having, whatever color, shape you're seeing, or anxiety, this anxiety I'm having When I think about that virus, I feel anxious. When I think about my parents, my children away, I feel anxious. That anxiety. I have that weight on my heart. Whatever there is that you are experiencing, okay? Make it simple. And you can just, whatever comes up, use it, verbalize it, okay? So basically, what we've seen today is that compassion fatigue is very common in carers, whether in personal situation or professional situation or both. Look after yourself, because instead of taking the emotions of the others and giving back to others, none of that is good. Then you set up healthy boundaries to protect yourself, to protect the others, and so you can even be more present for the others, because you will be in the right position to offer your support, okay? And the tool I have been sharing today is emotional freedom technique, or tapping. Saying the long sentence here: even though I feel anxious, I do love and accept myself anyway. And then you repeat just the anxiety and what anxiety represents for you, with all the different points. Anxiety can be the word, it can be a color, it can be a shape, it can be a bodily sensation, it can be the memory of an event. That's all fine. And then you tap, reminding yourself of that with each point that I'm showing you again here. And you can verbalize whatever comes to your mind. Don't make it complicated. And honestly, if you're not sure, just repeat the word anxiety, and that will be fine, okay? That will be absolutely fine. So, and then you finish with the finger points, all right? If you want to know more, because this is the very, very basic recipe of EFT. EFT can be much more complex and sophisticated than that, much more sophisticated than that. It can help with emotions processing, and it can help with bodily issues. But there is a specific frame for all of that, and there is a moment when professional support will be needed, okay? That's it for now. I hope this is helpful. If you want to know more, if you are interested, please drop me a question. Don't hesitate to ask questions. I'm here to answer them. And in a few days, I will be organizing a webinar where I will be live, asking and responding questions will be possible, and we will be practicing in real time on what needs to be practiced for you, okay? So have a beautiful day, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are on our beautiful blue planet. Enjoy the moment. Take care of yourself, and never forget, anxiety and distress is manageable. Practice, 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 and put yourself first for this. It will help yourself and others and your children. Okay? Au revoir.